Absolutely massive day here of the Twistie Test Championship. South Africa looking to get their campaign off to a winning start as they take on Afghanistan. At the moment, their lead 700, that would be a bit of a big lead. At the moment, their lead 480 runs as they look to post a unbeatable total for the Afghan side to chase down. We've got a day and 3 sessions to go, so that makes it 2 days to go. There's a bit of a top edge from Pretorius under the helmet. The slip comes across, takes the easy catch. Zahir Khan gets himself another wicket, and a good start to the day from Afghanistan. Obviously, they'll be wanting to get in and bat as early as they possibly can, because otherwise it's just going to be a large pain for everyone involved. The keeper jumped up pretty early there, but wasn't able to take the catch. In the end, the man at slip was Ramat Shah. He got it done. 403 for 9. Pretorius out for 63. And it is going to be, obviously, a huge challenge for this Afghanistan side. They might be able to get away with the draw here, depending on how well they can bat through that second innings. If they finish the day sort of none or one down, it really would put them in a strong position. Obviously, they will be batting at some stage today, you'd imagine, given South Africa are 9 wickets down. And that lead just ticking over 500 as they come back for a third run. It is an absolutely mammoth sort of a chase that is going to have to occur here if they are to win this match. So the other point of it is the draw, and we all have to talk about the draw because it is an important part of the Test cricket, and it is an important part of the Twistie Test Championship. If you don't win the game, you'd want to draw the game. Otherwise, you are going to be left with just a couple of points. You'll just be you won't get any points, obviously. And because there are no bonus points, the only way to gain any points throughout this series is through a win or a draw. Gee, there was a run-out opportunity there that just missed. The lead getting pushed up to 524 now as they just keep piling on runs. At the moment, South Africa, Hendricks on 41, even Patterson, who's come out to the middle on 14 or 15. Thick edge, and it races to the boundary. Hendricks to 49. And this is a really painful last wicket for Afghanistan at the moment. These two have been out there for an extraordinary amount of time. Would have piled on at least 50 runs. Hendricks picks up his own individual 50. Patterson is 35 from 65. So they've been at the crease together for maybe 15 overs, 20 overs. This is really out of hand now for Afghanistan. It's not a great position for them to be in. Zahir Khan hopefully will be able to take his 5th wicket. And he does, with a little top edge through to the keeper. He gets 5. Zahir and Rashid doing the damage with the ball. They got 8 between them. Zahir taking 5 wickets. Rashid Khan taking 3. Asghar Afghan with 1 and Shinwari with 1. But now becomes the business end of the game. Can Afghanistan survive for the next 5 and a little bit sessions? Plenty of time out in the middle. There's 570 runs needed. But I don't think that's going to be the problem here. I think the problem will be getting through the days to actually survive. South Africa, of course, will be looking to get as many early wickets as possible. They're turning for a third here, and it could be a run out. We saw 3 in the opening innings of Afghanistan. This one is close. Oh, jeez. Didn't even see it, but it's out. It's been given. Gee, the skip, the dramatic skip there means Zadran gone for 5. Afghanistan lose their first wicket just 4 overs in. And that will just give them a bit of doubt in their head already. 20 for 1. That one cutaway or back foot driven. They haven't played too many standard drives here. South Africa have kept that ball pitched fairly short. A lot of the runs coming either from pulling it away on the onside or just driving it off the back foot like that. As we can see once again, They'll pick up 2 more, maybe even a 3rd run. And this time successfully, they'll get another run. Oh, that's a good shot. Or is it? Good bit of fielding. Fantastic bit of fielding in the end, but it's a dot ball. 8 overs gone. 1 for 29 at the time. And now onto the front foot. So there's just a bit of a partnership brewing between these two. They've survived 50 balls or 60 balls now at the crease between them. They'll have to survive a lot more if they are going to, of course, provide a draw for Afghanistan in this game. 51 for 1, the current scoreline. So they're 10% of the way through the chase. And there's a big shout. And the finger's given. The finger, at least, goes up. The wicket is given. Patterson gets the wicket. And unfortunately for Afghanistan, they lose their second. Javed Ahmadi out for 20, 51 for 2. There, and that could be, I think, the end of a session. Maybe no. Definitely not. Anyway, that's pulled away from Ramit Shah, who's now obviously that next man in at the crease. He's got a couple of runs, get himself off the mark. They could almost turn for 5, but one of the batsmen really slow between the wickets is causing problems. This time they'll pick up a couple more. That one played down nicely. Should be 3. Oh, it's going to be tight at the bowler's end. Oh, direct hit! And given. So, really, really disappointing there. Temba Bavuma getting that breakthrough run-out opportunity. South Africa 7 wickets from victory now. We can pretty much rule out an Afghanistan victory. One would imagine, obviously 570 being the target to be chased. It's very, very unlikely. As this one tickles it away and a boundary brought up there. Edged through the gap. 4. But Asghar Afghan will take any luck going his way. Was the top scorer for Afghanistan in that first innings, made 39 runs. We'll be hoping to continue that, I guess, trend of him being the top scorer. It wasn't necessarily a massive score, but it was the second best first innings score across the two teams. So it is a difficult wicket to bat on, as we've seen by the dismissal of Ramit Shah. That's a beautiful delivery. Just grabs the outside edge of the blade, and Quinton de Kock happy to take it. Another wicket down for South Africa and Afghanistan. Nortke gets the wicket. 103 for 4. That's a nice drive. Oh, and it's going to be overthrows. So Jamal will pick up 5 runs here. 3 runs. How good's that for Jamal? He's pretty happy with himself there, I suppose. And just really struggling to get off any sort of mark, and an absolutely dreadful run out. This is one of the worst we've ever seen from an Afghanistan point of view. The ball is chipped straight to the fielder. The decision to run was made way too late. The bowler had ample time to whip the bails off under no real pressure whatsoever. Have a look at this. An eternity. Absolute eternity. Asghar Afghan dismissed for 28. South Africa 5 wickets away now, as Zazai comes out towards the middle. That's not a bad shot. Punched off the back foot. Pick up a couple more. So run rate looking like this innings just over 4, I think, at the moment. It's 125 for 5, and then the 30th over. So they've probably been a little bit too aggressive. At the end of it all, Afghanistan, they've been, pressing that run rate over 4, which you don't really need to be doing, especially in innings like this, where you probably want to be trying to save the game rather than winning it. You'd much rather see some of these balls left rather than driving either outside the off stump, the leg stump, whatever. Even this one that's short, you don't necessarily need to take that one on if you are just trying to draw the game. Obviously, they're probably just trying to get themselves as many runs as they possibly can. Pick up a couple more here. Definitely don't run another one there, boys. Oh, an edge. And this one's going to run away for more runs. Not quite going to be the greatest thing you've ever seen, but they'll be happy to take it. 150 up for Afghanistan, as these two have actually put on a bit of a partnership now as we head into the final session of the day's play. Now 5 down for 160. That's not a bad shot either. That's driven very nicely off the back foot. Again, the outfield very slow in the deep, so it's just not really going as far as they want it to. Obviously, very long boundaries out there as well. And they're just piling up a few dot balls in a row here. There's a little edge. So they're scurrying through for a couple of these runs. But they are just getting a little bit of luck to survive right now. There's a leading edge. Should be out. And it's dropped. Oh, gee, that's a big missed chance. The only way he could have dropped that ball is if he was looking the complete opposite direction. I can't believe that. I can't believe that in a test match you can drop a catch like that. It's so simple. The ball absolutely ballooned to the man at point. I've got no real words to describe it. As Jamal smashes this down the ground for 4. Moves to 49. Can he bring up a 50? With a single he does. Beautiful stuff. It's been a very good innings from Jamal. Nasir Jamal, just the 3 4s. He's ran quite hard to get there from just 63 deliveries. And now a full toss. He's happy to put it away and take it on. 200 up for Afghanistan. And again, Jamal, who only scored the 3 boundaries to get to his 50s, already scored 2 to get to 60. So he's really putting in the work now. Oh, thick edge. It's going to race all the way to the boundary. Oh, and again it just goes and it finds 4 more runs. So there is just still a bit of luck happening with this innings from the Afghan side. The edges are going to the boundary. The catches are being dropped. The run-out chances aren't quite being taken. 5 for 231. A really big partnership between these two. And Zazai, who's spent 82 balls at the crease for just 27 runs, is looking reasonably solid if they're just hoping to survive. Edged again, but there's no slips there. They've spread that field out for Jamal, and it's 4 more runs. So if these two can get to stumps, as we've got, what's that, maximum of 9 overs to come. Or there's a big top edge, but it's more runs. So all the luck to the Afghan team at the moment. If these two get to stumps unbeaten, all of a sudden they're a chance of survival. And again, another edge. And again, more runs. Gee, this has to be frustrating from a South African point of view. There's been that many that have either gone away from the fielder by a fraction, or these couple that have just gone over the top of the keeper and the slips. Meanwhile, Nasir Jamal's on 88 at the moment, everyone. Oh, there's a run-out chance. There's a big mix-up. Maybe at the keeper's end they were better suited, as this is cut away. And it's going to find the rope. This is fantastic work with the bat from both of these guys. They spent ample time at the crease. They put on a big partnership now. Jamal is looking to get ever so closer to that 100. It's on 91 as we speak. Settle for 2. Don't want to get themselves run out here. That one's gone away again by Zazai this time. And this should bring up his 50. So they come back for 2 in this final over of play. Afzar Zazai, 7 4s, 50 runs. It's been a sensational day's play for both sides, really. Last ball of the day. He is driven to cover for no run. Gee, they almost thought about running there, but settled for nothing. And that'll be it for day 4. Afghanistan have somehow taken this game to the 5th day. They looked in absolute all sorts at 5-4. I think they might have been 120 at the time. We'll get a confirmation of that once we see the scoreboard in a moment. But it has been Afzar Zazai as well as Nasir Jamal who have put Afghanistan in a position to possibly draw this game on the final day of play. So after being 5 down for 119, this partnership worth 161 between Jamal and Zazai, really the last opportunity for Afghanistan in this test. Let's see how it all plays out on day 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash like if you're enjoying this series so far, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.